you guys? Marty Schwartz here, guitarjams.com. Totally stoked to bring you guys a nice soloing lesson. A lot of people have been missing some of the more kind of advanced soloing concepts, so I've got one for you, kind of focusing on this thing called the BB box, but other things you can do with it. A lot of diverse things in this little tasty nugget zone here that a lot of guitar players, including myself, have overlooked in the past. And we don't like that. So anyway, I'm going to zoom in, going to show you a bunch of cool ideas, and then also I'm going to leave a link to some jam tracks. If you want to get jam tracks to practice over, you can click the link down there, and there'll be some that will be sent to you, and that's it. So anyway, here we go. All right, I got some tasty soloing stuff for you guys, and we're going to stick in the key of A. It's a good spot, you know, for learning. But I'm going to show you a couple of things that I was kind of teaching a student the other day. And we're going to be kind of first thing I'm going to show you, you know, it's kind of a bluesy kind of thing, but it's that BB box. I'm going to show you different options, though, in that spot. So let's go like this. You know, normally when we follow up that extended scale in A, you got this little box right here. Well, the cool thing is the little thing called the BB box, I mean, used by John Mayer and, you know, Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, goes on and on and on. Allman Brothers, Clapton, go, all of them. And it's BB King, BB box. So that little box right here actually exists a whole step up, and you're kind of like playing more or less the A major pentatonic scale. So it's like the 11th fret on the G string, and it's the 10th fret on the B string, which is the root. 12th fret on the B, and then you have a few options, but for the BB box, we're going to do 10 and 12 on the high E. Right? So some of the things that you can do in there, you could slide that 11 on the G string into that root, 10 on the B. Now you have that 12th fret on the B. Then you've got the bend on that 12. Okay, now I'm going to add the 10 and the 12 on the high E with that. The other thing that's cool with that 12th fret right there, you can do a whole step bend, which would be to this tone. But you could bend that a half step higher to this tone, which makes it from the minor pentatonic. Watch this. So I was toying with the whole step bend, the minor third bend, which means a whole step and a half step. So whole step bend, minor third bend, back to that major, So that last thing I just did there was I did a minor third bend from the 12th fret on the high E. And so if you do that minor third bend there, you could do a whole step bend too. But the minor third bend is the thing you hear a lot. Into that extended scale. So watch this. The root's right there still. Don't forget where the root is, people. It's the, where is it? I can't remember. No, 10th fret on the B string. Whole step, minor third, 10, 12, back to the B, 11 on the G. Minor third bend on the high E. Then, I love this little thing. It's just straight from the minor pentatonic blues scale. 12, 11, 10, passing tones. So once again, if you're in that extended scale, you got that root right there. Switch it with your index, and you're in that BB box. All I did there is a BB thing up to the highest root, which for us, it's the 17th fret on the high E. Also, Angus from AC/DC and his Shook Me All Night Long solo, he kind of does a, you know, a little move. It's a different key, but. Okay, now there's something else I want to show you there. It's just the straight blues scale in that spot off of that root. Because mixing and matching the major and the minor pentatonics is a big part of blues soloing, I think. And so to play just the straight minor pentatonic blues scale, you've got the 12th fret on the G instead of the 11th. And you got that root still. Then you got 13 on the B. Then you still have the 10, 11, 12, 12, 11, 10. Mixing and matching, whatever sounds good. But if you're playing a 12-bar blues, that majory stuff's going to work great over the one chord, the A. When you go to the D, the 4 chord of the blues, that minor form right there is going to work great. Clammy there, sorry. But then another thing that's really, really cool that I like a lot is knowing your full A major pentatonic in the same spot as well. Pinky on the root. That's the root. That's the root as well. So then the whole scale though, but keeping in mind where the roots are, because that's like home base, you would have 9/12 on the A. That's the root. Then you'd have 9/11 on the D, 9/11 on the G, 10/12 on the B, which we already were doing in that BB box. But now for this, we're going to do 9/12 on the high E. Then you also, to finish it off, have the 9/12 on the low E. But knowing that that 10th fret on the high E is there for that major pentatonic, there's another cool lick that you can add that's much more major sounding, but it's that whole step bend on the B from the 12th. And then going to the 9 on the high E, 9, 10, 11, 12. Watch that. And then sliding into that 9 even from 8. And one final kind of country-ish sounding lick, but you can do it in a jazzy, swingy kind of thing, is playing that pinky on the root. And then you're going to hammer on. And I'm hammering on from middle finger on the 10 to the 11 on the D string. Then I'm going to the 9th on the G, 11th, then the root. And there's variations. It's kind of that bluegrass like. Throwing it in with my bag of tricks. So, I mean, think about all the golden nuggets of glory that were in that spot there. And a lot of guitar players, including myself, have overlooked that spot. And there's so much tasty stuff in there besides just this little BB box thing. Okay, so just keep experimenting, but when you get something out of the, if you're watching this video and you get something, try and compartmentalize it into a little piece that you can add to what you already know. And then add another piece from it and another piece. And then whatever works for you is your style and how you use these tricks that I've learned from players and other guitar teachers myself. So experiment with some of that stuff, and we'll talk to you soon.